Hey there, history buffs and curious minds. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of the Fact Grid, where we unravel the mysteries of the past and bring history to life. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss an upload from the Fact Grid. Your support helps us keep bringing you these fascinating stories. Today, we're stepping back in time to ancient Persia, a land of splendor and power, to meet a ruler who wasn't just a conqueror, but a liberator, a visionary, a legend, Cyrus the Great. His name resonates through the annals of history, not just for his military prowess, but for his innovative approach to governance and human rights. Cyrus's story is more than just ancient history. It's a tale of ambition, strategy, and compassion. He was a leader who understood the importance of cultural diversity and respect for the customs of the lands he conquered. His reign marked a turning point in the ancient world, shaping the destiny of empires and leaving a legacy that echoes even today. Under his rule, the Persian Empire expanded to become one of the largest and most influential empires in history. So buckle up as we journey back to discover the man who forged an empire and changed the course of history. We'll explore his battles, his policies, and the enduring impact of his reign. Get ready for an epic adventure into the life and times of Cyrus the Great, a king for the ages. Born around 600 BC, Cyrus's early life was shrouded in legend. One story tells of his grandfather, threatened by a prophecy, ordering the baby Cyrus killed. But fate had other plans. A shepherd rescued the infant Cyrus, raising him in secrecy until he was old enough to claim his birthright. This tale, whether true or embellished, speaks volumes about the mystique that surrounded Cyrus from the start. By his early 20s, Cyrus had united the Persian tribes, harnessing their strength and ambition. He wasn't just a warrior, he was a charismatic leader who inspired fierce loyalty in his followers. His ascent to power was swift, marked by strategic brilliance and unwavering determination. Cyrus wasn't your typical ancient conqueror. While other rulers built their empires on fear and oppression, Cyrus chose a different path, one of tolerance, respect, and even, dare we say, compassion. He understood that true power lay not just in military might, but in winning the hearts and minds of the people he conquered. This groundbreaking philosophy set him apart from his predecessors and would become the cornerstone of his enduring legacy. One of the most remarkable artifacts from Cyrus's reign is a humble clay cylinder, now known as the Cyrus Cylinder. Discovered in Babylon in the 19th century, this unassuming object is considered by many to be the world's first charter of human rights. Inscribed in cuneiform script, the cylinder records Cyrus's decree to allow exiled peoples to return to their homelands and worship their own gods freely. Imagine that. A conqueror granting religious freedom and promoting cultural diversity over 2,500 years ago. This revolutionary document cemented Cyrus's reputation as a benevolent ruler and a champion of human rights. Section 5. Conquering Babylon, liberating a people. In 539 BC, Cyrus's armies marched on Babylon, the greatest city in the world at the time. The Babylonian Empire, under the rule of the tyrannical Nabonidus, was crumbling from within. Its people, burdened by heavy taxes and religious persecution, were ripe for rebellion. Cyrus's conquest of Babylon was swift and decisive, facilitated in part by his strategic brilliance and the support of those who saw him as a liberator. But what truly set Cyrus apart was what he did after the victory. Instead of plundering and enslaving, he freed the captive Jews, allowing them to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. Section 6. Building an empire, brick by brick. With Babylon under his control, Cyrus laid the foundations for an empire that would stretch from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River. He wasn't just a conqueror, he was a builder, an administrator, a unifier. He established a centralized government, improved infrastructure, and created a system of roads and postal service that connected his vast realm. His reign marked a new era of prosperity and stability for the Persian Empire, paving the way for its golden age under his successors. Section 7. Tolerance and freedom, the Persian way. One of the most remarkable aspects of Cyrus's rule was his policy of religious tolerance. This was a groundbreaking approach during an era when conquering rulers often imposed their own beliefs and practices on the subjugated populations. Unlike many rulers of his time, Cyrus understood that a diverse empire thrived on the contributions of all its people. He recognized that the strength of his empire lay in its diversity, and he actively encouraged the integration of various cultures and traditions. He allowed conquered nations to retain their customs, languages, and religions, fostering a sense of unity and loyalty throughout his vast domain. This policy not only helped in maintaining peace, but also promoted cultural exchange and mutual respect among different communities. This policy of respect and inclusion was not just a matter of principle, it was a shrewd political strategy that contributed to the stability and longevity of the Persian Empire. By incorporating the strengths and wisdom of various cultures, Cyrus created a rich tapestry of knowledge and innovation. By respecting the beliefs and traditions of his subjects, Cyrus ensured their loyalty and cooperation, creating a more unified and prosperous empire. His approach to governance was not only humane, but also highly effective in building a cohesive society. This approach to governance, revolutionary for its time, serves as a beacon of tolerance and understanding, a model for leaders even today. The legacy of Cyrus the Great continues to inspire modern governance, emphasizing the importance of inclusivity and respect for diversity in creating a harmonious and thriving society. The Persian way, as established by Cyrus, is a testament to the enduring power of tolerance and freedom. It reminds us that true strength lies in embracing our differences and working together towards a common goal. This timeless lesson from ancient Persia remains relevant, urging us to build bridges of understanding and cooperation in our own diverse world. Section 8. The Death of a King, the Birth of a Legend. After decades of rule, Cyrus met his end around 530 BC while campaigning in the east. His death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a legend that would transcend time and geography. The exact circumstances of his death remain shrouded in mystery, with various accounts offering different versions of his final moments. Some say he fell in battle, while others suggest he was ambushed. Regardless of how he died, his legacy as a just and compassionate ruler only grew stronger after his passing. His policies of tolerance and respect for the cultures of the lands he conquered set him apart from other rulers of his time. He was laid to rest in Pasargadae, his capital city, in a simple tomb that stands in stark contrast to the grandeur of later Persian kings. This modest resting place reflects his philosophy of humility and service to his people. Even in death, Cyrus's impact was profound. His vision for a united and diverse empire continued to influence his successors. His successors, inspired by his example, continued his policies of tolerance and expansion, ensuring that the empire he built would endure for centuries. They solidified the Persian Empire as a major power in the ancient world, expanding its borders and integrating a multitude of cultures and peoples. But Cyrus's legacy extended far beyond the borders of his empire. His ideas of governance and leadership influenced generations of rulers and thinkers, from the ancient world to modern times. His vision of a just and inclusive society laid the groundwork for future civilizations, making him not just a king, but a legend whose influence is still felt today. Section 9. Cyrus's Legacy, a Light Across Time. Cyrus's influence on history is undeniable. He wasn't just a conqueror, he was a liberator, a lawgiver, a visionary. His policies of tolerance and his respect for human dignity were unprecedented in the ancient world, setting a standard that few rulers have matched. The Cyrus Cylinder, his enduring testament to human rights, continues to inspire us today, reminding us that true leadership lies in compassion, understanding, and the pursuit of justice for all. Section 10. Why Cyrus Still Matters Today. In a world often divided by difference, Cyrus's story holds a powerful message. He reminds us that true strength lies not in force, but in unity, respect, and understanding. His legacy challenges us to build bridges, not walls, to celebrate diversity, and to strive for a world where justice and compassion prevail. By learning from the past, we can create a better future. Let Cyrus's story be a beacon, guiding us towards a world where tolerance, understanding, and respect for all are not just ideals, but the cornerstones of our shared human experience. Section 11, join the fact grid, and there you have it, folks. The story of Cyrus the Great, a ruler who changed the face of the ancient world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the fact grid for more fascinating stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, history is happening all around us, just waiting to be discovered.